These are all the ingredients you're going to need listed and the amount that you're going to need. I hope you try this out and have fun.
Hi guys, today we're going to make some moist, delicious banana bread. First, you're going to need some ripe bananas. They should look brown and squishy. And we're going to peel them and put them in a large bowl. You're going to need a minimal amount of dishes for this because you can mix everything in one bowl. So it's great if you don't feel like cleaning up. You peel them and you put them all in one bowl and then you mash them. They should mash pretty easily. I'm using a mashed potato masher, but you could also use a fork. It should look like baby food, like that. If it doesn't look like that and you think that they weren't ripe enough, you can pour in a tiny bit of water. And then after that, you add in 1/3 cup of melted butter. I melted it beforehand. Make sure it's melted all the way through. You pour that in. You could mix it now, but I would suggest putting in 1 large egg as well. Make sure that there aren't any eggshells. And then you mix all the wet ingredients together. It should be well combined. Once you've added the butter, the egg, and the bananas, it should look like that. After that, you add 3/4 cup of sugar. I'm gonna eyeball it with a 1 cup measuring cup. Fill it almost all the way full, that much. And then you mix that in. Once you've added all 4 of those ingredients, it should look pretty watery. Next, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Make sure you're not using tablespoons, but teaspoons, because we don't want too much vanilla taste. Mix that in. Next, we're gonna add 1.5 cups of flour. 1 cup? And I eyeballed a half. And you mix that in. Next, after you've poured in the flour, you mix in 1 teaspoon of baking soda or a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to be using baking powder because I don't have baking soda. Once you've poured in the flour and the baking powder, you can mix it all together. After you've mixed that in, it should have a thick consistency and look like this. Next, we're gonna add a little bit of flavor and we're gonna add some ground cinnamon. About a 1/2 teaspoon. Make sure you mix that in well. Once you're done mixing that in, this is the time that you add in anything optional, like raisins or walnuts. I'm gonna add some chocolate chips because I love sweet desserts. Add as much as you see fit. And combine, but do not mix too much because we don't want to overmix. If you are mixing in chocolate chips, I would recommend leaving some for the end so you could sprinkle it on top. After you're done combining all your optional ingredients, you can get a stick of butter. You do not need that much. And you rub it on the loaf pan so that the bread doesn't stick to the pan. Make sure that you butter all sides and the bottom. And then you slowly pour in the batter. It should be thick, like bread.
So when I was editing the video, I found out that the next few clips didn't get saved. So these are basically the next few steps, just preheating the oven and leveling out the batter in the pan and waiting 40 minutes for it to be done and checking it periodically to make sure it's cooked all the way through. In the next clip, you'll see how it's supposed to look like when it's done.
Hi guys, it's been about 45 minutes to 50 minutes later, and once I stick the knife in the bread, nothing comes out except for the chocolate, which looks delicious. And I'm about to pull it out of the oven. And this is what you want your bread to look like. It is very hot right now, so be careful. To keep it moist and to keep it nice and soft throughout the days, however long it takes you to eat it, put a washed towel on top of it so that it doesn't get dried out. And once it's done, it should slip right out. If it doesn't, just put the knife around the corners, turn it around, and you have a loaf of banana bread. I hope you like it and I hope you try it out. Stay safe and have fun.